11 and me and him fight all day? That's true, but not on his birthday, but.
Well, what do you want to have him share?
He has something to share in his backpack that was whispering to him. He has tons of things. He has like gooey things. No, it's like a ball, clear. No. Why is the attraction there? Ew, you're gross. Come in here.
Chasen.
What does he have Chasen's birthday? That's kind of weird.
What is Chasen?
What was it?
I don't know.
I used to play out.
I have to go get something really quick.
Don't take the Lego home with you. What is that?
Chasen, are you sharing a...
What?
Do you remember what you're sharing? You don't remember what you're doing? Come here.
I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay, well, let's get to it.
Read a book.
Is it in your backpack? Is Rylan getting it?
I'm getting bookies.
Oh, perfect.
Bookies.
$2.
Yeah.
Why do you see a calculator?
Chasen,
One
what?
February and one Dada. Sweet Land of Liberty.
Sweet Land of Liberty.
Hey.
So yeah, let's let him use the microphone now.
Ah! I was going to say, hey.
What's the title of it? I don't know.
Sweet Land of Liberty.
And I want to put this away.
Hey, they just showed me too.
Silly. Who's silly? Yesterday was my birthday. Yesterday.
Ellis the elephant was a smart little guy with a curly green trunk and a twinkling eye. He liked asking questions. He was eager to see how America became the land of the free. Ellis went to the library, an amazing place. These books hold the secret. I'm sure it is true. Why America is special, full of red, white, and blue. In his first book, he read how America began. Brave pilgrims came here to find a new land. With the help of God, they survived cold and beast and celebrated together with a Thanksgiving feast. As the years went on, more and more settlers came. They formed 13 colonies, none quite the same. But on one sure thing they would all agree, the king would not rule them. They would be free. But the king didn't listen and passed a tax on tea. The
Colony? Colonies?
It's hard for him to read because it's like
Oh.
colonists said, we won't pay a fee. They jumped on the ships and caused a real commotion. Then they threw the English tea right into the ocean.
Who's the English?
The tea that belonged to the English.
All men are created equal. The people did say we have rights from God that can't be taken away. Together in Philadelphia, our the colonies declared we must have independence. Independence was not so easily won. It would take years of fighting, and fighting's not fun. But there was a great man who helped lead the way, George Washington, the father of our country, we say. Across the Delaware, he had led the troops in freezing rain and snow. Throughout the Revolution, much bravery did he show. After winning the war, Washington would not become a king. He became our first president, and that's a better thing. Ellis found another book with more presidents reflected, all chosen by the people, every one of them elected. Abraham Lincoln was a president who did a lot of reading to be well prepared for the country he'd be leading. Ellis learned that Lincoln was called Honest Abe. He became a great hero for freeing the slaves. Throughout the Civil War, President Lincoln stood tall. His leadership was admired by one and by all. Ellis read of cowboys going west across the plains as families rode together in covered wagon trains. This long journey would be their courage to the test. But the settlers didn't stop and forward on the crest. These Americans were known as the great pioneers, and they would learn to prosper on the new frontier. Ellis learned that in American we are free to live in our dreams. Much work we do, great things, as hard as they may seem. Thomas Edison made the light bulb. Alexander Graham Bell the phone. When the Wright brothers invented the airplane, it was the first time anyone had flown. Now, turn the corner. Ellis read of those coming from distant shores, arriving in a country they had never seen before. Speaking different languages, they all shared a dream to live together in a land where freedom was supreme. There were so many people coming to this spot that America became known as the Great Melting Pot. Thought through Ellis Island, these Americans came, and Ellis was delighted just to read his name. Ellis read about generations past. He learned what they did to make freedom last. Our freedom was earned by great women and men. We must never forget how brave this have been. They boldly stood up when their country did call. Without them, we might not have freedom at all. Ellis learned of the race to put a man on the moon. President Kennedy said we must do it too. Many watched as the rocket flew into the sky, bound for the moon. The astronauts did fly. They raised a flag and began to explore. It was something that no one had done before. As the afternoon passed, Ellis read of the deeds that many have done to help those in need. Wherever there's a challenge, be it fair or neat, Americans are more than ready to volunteer. Ellis packed up his trunk. He was done for the day. He would come back tomorrow and keep reading away. Now it was time for a celebration, a birthday party for our great nation. Ellis watched the fireworks and could clearly see that America is special, the land of the free.
Good job.
Very good.
And what's that I read?